when the general whistle closed the Olympic quarterfinals to .024 between the Argentina Olympics and the French Olympic gold tennis judges. Immediately training table. And the players too, to plunge into the area between sun to test martial arts. People say that decomposition this summer is no different than the SEA Games. And now it's played out exactly as it was supposed to. It is determined to endure. When the Euro Fernandez is the indirect author of all sources. I'm old enough to compete in the Olympics. Chelsea club midfielder. I can't be here watching the brothers take it. 7 bitter defeat. Comies with the most difficult image to see at the campaign. Hope for results. France beats Argentina by 1 point. Is not still mentioned in addition to the hatreds. I don't know if it will ever end between two different teams. Joe 6. When the Atlantic Mammoth is the hottest spot. For those who don't know movement, the Atlantic Mammoth is the home of the Poodle Club. The club announced its dissolution a week ago. The regret of the fans. Put that sadness behind today. The French are gathered for the fun. When their Olympic team made it to the semifinals, a male football, and above all to beat the debt-ridden Argentina. Of course, hatred does not arise from the U-level 23 like this, because I also understands Argentina itself. With Messi 2 years ago, defeated France in the final of the 2022 World Cup. In fact, it's still very complicated because over the years, players from France and Argentina, they constantly make statements aimed at denigrating and killing football between two continents. 6. France were eliminated at Euro 2.024. Argentina won the Copa America. And so in fatherless celebration, many Argentine players live and sing the songs. There's racist content about French players. Original fine. This move made the Argentina team has come under tremendous criticism from the public. The French Football Federation has filed a lawsuit against FIFA, and all of these initiatives were brought into the Olympics, where France is the host. The audience is booing in the audience. That has a lot to do with their psychology. Young players on the Argentine side. But I can't focus on expertise. The French Olympic. He poured cold water on his opponent with the headshot from the corner penalty spot. Philippines Makita in the 5th minute. Usually, experts will think of a scenario. The two teams pull each other into extra time. Most, or at least the Argentine Olympics, will lead and let the home team attempt sand by separation. Like not the French Olympics. They simply took advantage of everything to make an early goal. Help them to be more stable in preserving the score. It seems Sarai had imagined that beautiful scenario before, when he kept the same framework from the beginning of the campaign, with a trio of cast, Alais and Mateta. Not just playing effectively, this series also makes fans more confident that France will have at least one medal. Is it silver or gold in your yard? After defeating a champion candidate. But besides that win, there was a fight after the match, when the players and the training table suddenly so gay, before the witness of 40,000 fans in the stands. According to the Bola, as soon as the match is over, the French Olympic immediately to the Argentine bench. Then he celebrated provocatively in front of the opposing players. This caused a brawl after the Angel Milo match. He was given a red card by the referee, and will be absent from the semi-finals. Here's a nice no AI image of the host, Olympic France, and they need to get rid of it in the next game. Plus Olympic Argentina. 7 defeat means a bigger worry than ever. With a destiny in front of you, the fear of Messi is growing. After the French Olympics had an early goal, it looks like the Argentinian Olympic Games, with ball control duration up to 70%. They made 641 passes throughout the game. But it's hard to believe my eyes when U23 Argentina today is so harmless. Only once did the ball hit the target after 16 shots. Perhaps the most culpable is Ueno Simu. He missed a 10-10 chance at the end of the first half. When you hit your head from the ball up into the sky, in the face of the unbelievable team. I thought about the second half. This will be the time when the Argentine Olympic Games will be in full swing. Or at least they'll create more situations. But maybe the only thing that stuck with the audience are the players of Harry Masukiano passing too much football that lead to attacks or counterattacks that are broken. It's not enough to say that because of the reality. Sao Olympic Argentina. There were 51 passes directly into the opponent's match, as the way to teammates are walking back and forth on the field. No one knows what they're doing. I'm not sure if it's any use being led. Even Alvarez training. It also shows that you have a day under your belt. and an extremely lackluster performance. This is what most Argentine players have in common. To be on the field. Remember the Argentina Olympics, not just to France on a mission. Medal hunting. It's also a core component. Let the next generation join the national team. To remember what the elders left behind. 6 Maria retired from international career. Ottomani and Captain Messi are also on board. Choose how to say goodbye. But do so. But this legendary general can rest assured. Entrust the national team. It's in the sky. It's on the shoulders of young players who aren't big enough. It's hard to say anything in advance, but obviously, Argentina is missing a lot of talent, ready to be the next generation to the man. They don't have the French. To be free to choose. Young and outstanding people, most from 23 years old back today of Argentina. Succumb to France. Players who did not participate in Euro 2.024. I saw the dawn. There is no light for the reigning champion of BA America over the next few years. Olympic France and sacred missions. 45 waiting. New French Olympic is more likely to win season 1. Did as it is now. Because the competition in the semifinals is the Egyptian Olympics. It is not enough to stop the power of the Lord. There are a lot of good teams that are not in France. This time it seems to be a great advantage for flipping. For the most likely goal. Waiting for the opponent in the final match. Who will be? If it's the Moroccan Olympics, it will be a more difficult challenge for France. Because basically, there is a gap between these two teams. Certain. Even though Hakimi and his teammates are fighting hard. But with the touch of the home team. There's a lot of big problems like the Moroccan Olympics. It can't be solved quickly. And if unfortunately, the Spanish Olympics, the new rival that the French Olympians clash in the final. This is going to be another vendetta of shingles. That a few months earlier they developed La Roca. About water in the Euro campaign. Just like France, Spain is very hungry to the gold medal in men's football. After they let Brazil take it for years ago. Even the closest. The Bulls head team, the gold medal was also died 32 years ago. Too long a period of time. Let's meet at the last match. Forced Olympic. France and the Spanish Olympics must reach the quarterfinals. Before Egypt and Morocco. Everything can't be said before, when surprises in football can always happen. If the French Olympic Games are defeated, this is a big mistake for their country. As a host. The highest rated team in the tournament. Tuesday students need to use their full potential. Besides the French Olympics, you also need to keep your head cool, instead of teasing the enemy and fighting. Then they need to save their reputation for more important matches. Let's wait and see. The glory belongs to the host country of the 2024 Olympic Games.